Paul's haunted home. This took place when I was 10 or 11 years old and I'm now 25. When I was a kid I always believed in the paranormal. I think because it was something new and when you are that young you are genuinely curious. I have a friend named Paul. He is my childhood friend and we used to hang out a lot as kids but as we grew older we stopped talking and focused on our own lives. This one week I was invited to his house for a week to hang out. Now for some background on the home. His home was a 2-story single home in the suburbs of King of Prussia. So apparently before they moved in, there was an elderly woman who lived there and was brutally murdered either in the living room or basement and I do believe if someone is killed in a brutal way, their spirit is still there because it hasn't found peace yet. When we get to his house, we was greeted by his crazy dog Chihuahua. You couldn't even touch or pet the dog without it wanting to bite your finger off and would be very protective of his family. But Paul told me when they got the dog it was super nice and it actually loved people but once that dog stepped into the cop home when they moved in, they said that dog behavior started to become devil-like. Was this spirit attached to the dog? I think so. Back to the story. When we got to the house everything was pretty normal and nothing out of the ordinary was eye-popping. Me and Paul was walking up the rugged stairs to his room so I can put my stuff away as his mom was prepping food in the kitchen for us to eat. For some strange reason, I always look down like something is watching me go up the stairs in the middle of the day. This happened to other friends that he had over to hang out. After I put my things away in his room and went downstairs to eat, we went back to his room to play some video games. As we are playing Simpsons Hit and Run, OG GOAT game by the way, we literally hear loud thumping sounds going up the stairs. His dog hate going up the stairs and his mom was doing errands outside of the house. I look at Paul like, WTF is that? He said, he doesn't know but it happens sometimes, as if it was normal to him. So day 1 goes by without anything else happening besides feeling watched going up the stairs and running to his room. I really don't remember anything between the week but this night is what really haunts me about his home and it was the last day of the sleepover. I'll give you guys context about his door. Paul's door doesn't close shut. So to keep it shut, we would wedge papers between the door and door frame to keep it shut and it would. To open the door, you would need to really pull on the doorknob. So his dog wouldn't randomly go into the room. My sleep position was on my left side facing the door with the door being blocked by a wall. So you couldn't see the door but you was facing the area of the door. So I randomly wake up still facing the door with my head being covered by the blanket but I can still see the ground. I see the door slowly open and I fucking see a tall figure slowly walk in and turn its feet and turn just looking at us. At this point I thought it was his dog but his dog wouldn't just stand there and look. So I wasn't really scared. The shadow turns back and walks back to the hallway. I finally go back to sleep and wake up in the morning. When I woke up, I told Paul what has happened and he said that his dog wouldn't just look. I said if it was his dad and he said it wasn't his dad because honestly that's just where it ASF. Then I got shivers and I said to Paul, was that a ghost I just saw? He said, I think so because my dog wouldn't have that much power to open the door. After we done our morning routine, we went downstairs, ate breakfast, got into the car and never returned to his house ever again. I'm currently trying to find that house on Google Maps and want to find what happened in that house that made it haunted.